think of a time where you thought that you were this way when it was really that. You thought that nobody wanted to be with you when in reality people couldn't wait for you to get there. You thought somebody was mad at you, but really they were just really grateful to see you. Now that you've got that time, let's follow the thread to that story to its source and see where the decision, the feeling, the structure of meaning came from. We're looking for the author of that story. In other words, travel back and we're looking for where the authority came from in that story to be believed by you. Allow yourself to find the part of you that was speaking the message that you were buying into. Now, sitting in that space of understanding where the depth of the story came from, how deep down the rabbit hole it went, imagine being able to reprogram that part of you that thought the world was out to get you, and all of a sudden, all the red lights hit you. The times where you just feel like everybody's out to get you, and you go to the grocery store and you end up getting followed by somebody in the grocery store. Moments where you can attach to and see just how powerful your mind is, and holding on to those negative moments is like one of those days kind of thing. Imagine if you could give yourself permission to experience enchantments in your life at the same level that you unconsciously give yourself permission to plot your own demise. What would it feel like in your life if you could constantly choose to live a life of enchantment and not a life of imprisonment? What would that look like for you? Notice again how deeply rooted your power to tell you a story, to make up a story, is when you go back and look at the time where you were in shadow and look at the one that you know. We're not looking for a shadow that you haven't broken out of yet. We're looking for a shadow that you know. The other day I was on a call with the board, and I stepped into that meeting, and all of a sudden I didn't know how to run a meeting. Like I didn't know my name. I couldn't tell you what my shoe size was. I couldn't have told you what day it was. Like I was absolutely in shadow, and the shadow was telling me that nobody wanted to be on this call, that I was wasting everybody's time, that I was a big problem. And when I allow myself to track back into that, I can see how that part of me was sitting in that space and feeling almost like I was labeling myself, like I was a noun and not a verb. I could see where that part of me coming online was now just sitting in that feeling of certainty about something, and knowing that that was an absolute lie. I can see the power of my mind to create a construct of meaning that I can suffer through. And the reason why that's important is if I can see how deeply rooted that lie is, the next question, if you'll lie to yourself in bad ways, why can't we do the same thing over here? And the answer is that we do.